guys, and welcome back to another video with me, Michelle. You guys are on ShitTalkTV, so thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to be talking about some stories, because that's what I do. I'm a storyteller, alright? Last week, what was last week? Oh, last week was Halloween, so last week I did a video for Halloween. It was a scary story. I gave 3 stories about some weird stuff that I saw in my haunted house that I was raised in. So, I mean, when I was telling the story, I could have sworn I saw somebody inside the closet, but I think that was just my eyes playing tricks on me, because those stories from my past, those ghost stories, are really intense, really scary, and still to this day, I'm afraid of the dark. And I hate the dark, man. So let's jump inside of this beautiful jar of stories, all right? If you guys are new to the show, maybe you should like and subscribe right now before you forget, and hit the notification button down below so every time I put out a video, you guys can be one of the first people to watch it. Yeah, let's do it. Ba-da-da-dum, 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 bop. I don't think I shook this up, so why don't we shake it just for 2 seconds? Just for 2 seconds. All right, enough with the shaking. Let's do the bacon. Let's do the cracking. That's how you mix it around. You just go like this with your fingers. Damn it. All right, I guess I gotta tell this story then. This says craziest things I did as a teen. Now, before you go clicking off, it's not even like a regular teen. I wasn't a regular teen. I had problems, okay? The things I did for attention, because I felt like I was so alone in the world. I know, crazy. Like, you alone, you had 50 million brothers and sisters. Yeah, I know. But when you have a lot of brothers and sisters, it's not like everyone gets special treatment, because it's like nobody's special. There's too many to give this one special treatment, because that one and that one and that one and that one might just get jealous. So I wasn't like that type of kid who got everything that they wanted. I had crooked teeth, big teeth, I had a big forehead, I had a weird nose, I had bad acne at some point, so I got made fun of back at home by, like, you know, my siblings. Not really in school, because I think from getting bullied at home, I became a bully at school. But before you even judge that too, I did redeem myself, and I saved a lot of people who were being bullied. After I realized, wow, Michelle, you're a bully. Why are you a bully? You shouldn't be a bully, stupid. And then I stopped being a bully, and then I became like a bully saver in school. But let's talk about the story, not all those other stories, because those are other stories for different times, right? Let's put that there. Okay, so let's put this over here. All right, crazy things I did as a teen. Let's think about that really quick. I had to pause the camera really quick so that I can write down some stuff. It's crazy because a lot of these, it's like, I want to tell it right now, but they're so much bigger. So it's like, I have to wait for me to draw it out of here in order for me to tell it. So maybe next week I'll just pull it out, put it to the side, and just tell it anyways, almost like a part 1, part 2, part 3 type of thing. All right, so what was I doing when I was a teenager? So around 13, I was in like 7th grade or something like that. I know I got left back, so I was one of the older kids in the class. And no, not because I was dumb, but let's get back to what I was saying before. 7th grade, I was still in Brooklyn. I had 2 friends. I don't know how they feel if I even set their name on here, so I'm not gonna say it. I had 2 really close friends of mine back in 7th grade, and it was crazy because, like, the way we even met, the 3 of us, was that my math teacher, put us all at one table, and we were just all sitting there like really weird, just looking at each other like mad awkward. And then I don't know who broke the silence, but we ended up just talking and laughing like crazy, that the 3 of us became like the craziest group in that school. So we started to cut class. Like a lot. We would run out from the side of the building, and there was a small little park right on the side, right? Like a kid's park. We go in the park, and oh my god, man, there was this one time, I don't even feel comfortable telling this story. I wasn't okay with it. I think I was laughing at the time, but internally I was like panicking because these 2
were crazy.
So we're in that park, and I don't know how this even happened. I don't know how it started, but one of them, it was a boy and a girl, the 2 friends of mine. mine. One of them, the boy, there was a little kid that was running past us, and he tripped the kid, and when he tripped on the floor, my friend just started kicking the little boy right in the back, like boom, 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 like really hard. Oh my God. I felt so bad. And after a while of the little boy basically like out of breath, like I stopped my friend, like, all right, like that's it, like we're gonna get in trouble. Not too long after, the girl gets into like a little weird fight with like a 4th grader. So the girl pushed him on the floor, and the kid like says something to her. So she smacked him, boom, right in the face. The little boy said it again, and she said, you keep saying it, you're just gonna keep getting smacked. He said it again, and she, pow, pow. She smacked him again. After she went and smacking him, she went and started pulling his hair, smacking him some more, and then spit at him. So I'm like, oh my God, like, dude, we gotta get out of here. So we ended up, leaving the little crime scene, disappearing, running all the way out into like, it was like a neighborhood with, a bunch of houses, and we had this obsession with breaking windows. Like, I was a very troubled kid. I would break windows, and I introduced breaking windows to my 2 little friends. So every time we would cut class, we would go out to these neighborhoods, and the biggest windows was our targets. We had to find big windows and break those windows. We had these little cubes that were really freaking heavy, like really heavy. So we would collect a bunch of them from our classroom and then go out and just throw it as hard as we could right through the windows, and then we would just run for it. I remember there was this one time that somebody actually chased us, but he didn't chase us for too long. He chased us for maybe like 2 seconds, and then that was it. Yeah, and we just did that all the time, and that was in 7th grade. I had cousins who lived in Florida, and every time they would come visit, I would take them out, and they were younger than me, so I would take them out, and I would show them, my stupid little ways, and I would take them to go break windows. Oh my goodness, there was even this one time that I was with my 2 little cousins, right? And we're running. One of them has a humongous rock. I'm talking about like, it was super big, really like round, and he's holding it in his hands. Oh my God, I don't know if he remembers this, but if he does, oh my God, that'll be funny. But he has the rock. You heard my voice? He has the rock, and we're running like really, really fast, and he's like this, and he tries to like, as he's running, he tries to throw it at the window, right? To a car. It hits the window, but it doesn't even break the window. It doesn't crack it, doesn't chip it. The rock bounced off of the window within 2.2 seconds. He's running. Remember, he's running. We're all running. Throws it. It bounces off the window and hits him right in the leg where he was, I swear to God, his feet went right under him. He landed so hard on the floor. We got up. We're laughing hysterical. So we don't even pick up the rock to, try and break the window again. We just end up, I think we probably just ran over the bridge and came back home. But that's what I did. I would break windows. Before I even turned 13, I know in one of my other videos too, I said that I started smoking cigarettes really, really young, but it only got really bad right before I turned into a teenager, because I saw how easy it was to find cigarettes on the floor. I know you could get herpes like that, but as a kid, you don't even know what herpes are. So I would go around on the floor and pick up cigarettes. And it wasn't like I just picked up any cigarette. It was more like I would follow people when they had cigarettes. There were so many different types of cigarettes, and I would just find those cigarettes on the floor that people would drop, and it was lit, and I would just go right back home onto my roof or in the backyard, and I would use that lit cigarette to put on all the other cigarettes that I had inside of my jar or box or whatever I had it in. And that's how I started to really get into smoking cigarettes. So now fast forward, after 7th grade, 8th grade, I already started martial arts. So, I was trying to be as good as a lot of the people in that martial arts school. And, I started to realize that there was kind of good people in the world, because my karate school was just amazing. The people there were amazing. The friends that I started to have, better friends. I was just amazed with how cool these people were. So I started to slowly change and become a better person. By the time I hit high school, that's when I was like a little bit of a bully, but that was only for like 2 seconds, because then I saw this one girl get bullied, and then I helped her and I saved her. Whatever, that's another story. story that I'm gonna tell, but in my high school, right, so I had like a flip phone, right, you know, like the walkie-talkies, and I remember, I don't know if you guys remember this, but you were able to sort of look up certain things on your phone. You couldn't do a lot because it'll just sit there loading for like 3 years straight. I was on the internet on the flip phone, and there wasn't a lot of websites you could visit on that thing. So I remember there was like this dating site, and I would just write to a bunch of boys. This was a little bit after the whole, you know, like me getting abused as a kid. So I was like really like messed up mentally. So I would hit up these men or these boys, whatever, and I would tell them to meet me, right? This is really sad. So excuse me for this. Because I already knew what it was like to get, you know, sexually assaulted by someone, it was already in my mind, right? So I would hit up these guys and I would tell them to meet me, and they would definitely come out and meet me at wherever I told them to meet me. But I never showed up. I would be outside with like a disguise on, like my brother's clothes or just something like that. And I remember there was this one time I told this guy to meet me at the Chinese restaurant, and this was the first time I ever did this, and he showed up. And I was like, oh snap, so maybe this could be a way I can make people come down here, and I can have them like buy me things that I want, and then just tell them like I'm underage, and then, you know, that's it, and maybe they'll just leave me alone, right? So one of the last times I did this, I told my brother about it, right? After I told my brother about it, he said, maybe you could talk to these guys, have them come meet you, make sure it's somebody who has money, and after they come meet you, me and some of my friends could be there, we could grab them, beat them up, and take their money, and that's it. So I was like, great idea, brother. I hit up the guy, and he comes down. He comes off the train. It was really, really snowy that day. It was me, my brother, 1, 2, 3, and 3 of his psychotic friends. So we went walking down this one street by the train station. There was a bunch of houses, and I found the address, the street name, and the building number to one of the houses that were there. And I told the guy, this is my address, and I gave one of the addresses to the house. So we see the guy. He's like this big, tall dude, and I see him. He comes walking past us, and I tell my brother, like, yo, that's the guy. So my brother didn't do anything. I promise he didn't do anything. We didn't fight this guy. No, he never got beat up. Nothing happened to him. But the guy calls me, and I answer the phone sounding all slutty and dirty, and I'm like, you know, like, hey baby, like, where are you? And he's like, hey, yeah, I was there and nobody was outside. I was like, oh my goodness, I was trying to get dressed as fast as I could, you know, come back. And he's like, you know, like basically he was already scared and nervous that I was taking too long, and he told me that he was ringing the bell to this random person's house, just ringing the freaking bell. So I'm like, no, I'm here, look, I'm at the door right now. I'm wearing a white gown, you know, with nothing underneath, wink, wink. And he's like, okay, so I'm gonna come back. So, you know, I don't know if he ended up coming back or whatever, but obviously we didn't do anything. I think my brother got scared, his friends got scared, so we just never did anything. I was hiding on someone's steps, right? This is when karma happened, sort of. So I'm standing on somebody's stairs, right? And it's snowing. It's freaking snowing out the ass. I'm sitting on somebody's stairs, and I'm waiting for the guy to come back from the train. So I'm standing on the stairs, and this white guy from underneath, like the building underneath, he comes outside and he's staring at me. He's like, it was almost like that movie Monster House, you know, with the cartoon with the little kids. And the guy, he looks up and he's like, get off my property. And I'm like, shut the F up, stupid old man, or something like that. He's like, what did you say to me, you stupid spick? I'm like, ew, like, F you. He's like, if I come back outside and you're still on my stoop, I'm gonna shoot you in your effing face. I'm like, whoa. I'm sitting there, and then I hear the guy's door open, and he looks at me, he says, you think I'm effing playing? I'm like, oh shit. I go and I jump down, but he never comes all the way out. He goes right back inside. So maybe he looked up to see if I was still there, and then said like, oh, you think I'm playing? You think I'm playing, little kid? You're gonna die now. So I was like, oh shit. I jumped off the stairs, and I went to go find my brother. I'm like, yo, there's this guy over there. There's this white guy. He's in the house, and he said he has a gun. He said he's gonna shoot me in my face. You gotta come. So he's like, what? All right, let's go beat up that old old man and take his gun. I'm like, okay. So we all go walking right back, and the old man comes right outside in like these little shorts, a little tank top. It's snowing. He has like these little flip-flops on. He comes out. He's like, oh, you think I'm playing? And he went inside of his shirt. I don't know if he pulled out a gun. I don't know if he pulled out a kitchen knife or a fork, a spoon. I don't know what the hell this guy had. We were like, oh, snap. We all turned around and we all started running as fast as we can. And we all just went back home. And I believe that was the last time I tried anything like that because I was really scared to get shot by somebody. It was just really scary. Yeah, man. I did some weird stuff growing up. I mean, I have a bunch of more stories, but this story has just been taking way too long, so I'm just gonna cut it there with that story. Don't do things like this, people. Don't try and set people up and steal their money. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that do that. There's people out there that scam all the time, and it's the saddest thing because it's like, we're out here, people are out there busting their asses so that they can get scammed. That's bullshit. Those scammers are bullies. You guys are bullies. You guys all deserve to die. No, I'm joking. I take that back. Nobody deserves to die. All right. I think that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you didn't, then whatever. It is what it is. At least I'm trying to do something with my life, okay? What are you doing? Huh? Shut. Come back next week and you'll get some more videos. I put out a video every single Monday. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Be happy, stay focused. Do as many things as you guys can to stay happy. This election has everybody on their toes, and that sucks. So I'm sorry that you guys are all panicking. By the time you see this, the president would have already been elected. So let's pray for that very special one that you guys want, Biden. And yeah, okay, so I'll see you guys next week. I love you all. Stay safe, stay happy. Wear a mask. Please, people. I see everybody outside not wearing masks, and it's not fair. Wear a mask. Stop spreading this freaking virus. Stay home if you need to. And yep, see you guys soon. Peace out.
Catch 'em all.